This is Lucas of the German post-black metal hardcore band A Secret Revealed, and you are listening to Bloodshed with a Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio.
Lucas, thank you very much for taking time out for this interview, and it's a great pleasure to have you here at the Metal Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Thank you very much for having us.
You're very welcome. This is your home. Secret Reveal.
Yes.
The band mixes post-metal with influences of black metal and hardcore. After releasing their EP, Lay My Memories to Rest in 2012, the band had several lineup changes and played shows with bands like Agrypnie, the Weg Einer Freiheit, Oathbreaker, Downfall of Gaia, to mention some. Lucas, my first question, how was this band started? Were you among the original lineup? And what about the band name?
Yes, I was in the original lineup. I was in a band before with some of the current members. Our bass player, Julian, and our other guitarist, RALF, played in a band with me called Ian of Decay, and we made some thrash metal. And after we wanted to quit that band, we decided to start a new project, and that was the moment when A Secret Revealed was born. Regarding the band name, we wanted something that fits to our music, and it means that everybody and everyone has some secrets which are digged very deeply in his heart or in his soul, and no one will ever get to them. And we as a band try to catch these emotions which are dig deep inside into our music. So these secrets everyone is keeping are in our music.
Very great.
Yeah.
A Secret Revealed is a 5-piece band founded in 2012 and formed in Würzburg, a city in Germany's Bavaria region. It's known for lavish baroque and rococo architecture, particularly the 18th century residence places with ornate rooms, a huge fresco of Venetian artist Tiepolo, and an elaborate staircase, home to numerous wine bars, cellars, and wineries. Würzburg is the center of the Franconian wine country, with its distinctive bocksbeutel bottles with flattened round shapes. Talking about Würzburg, how do you see the post-metal are being accepted and supported in your hometown and in Germany in general, Lucas?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think it's very accepted in that part that post-metal is a genre which is very big, it's very wide, and can have so many different styles in it, so that if you're somebody who likes black metal, you can find something in this genre. If you're somebody who's more from the hardcore side and listening more to hardcore bands, you can find also something in this music and in this genre. So it's very wide open, and that makes it easy to achieve for a lot of people. And I think it's very accepted in our hometown, especially in that case. There are different bands which we are befriended with, and they are playing some more hardcore style and some more metal style, and so it all fits together very nicely.
So you see, the post-metal are becoming, very big in Germany overall.
Well, not very big, because I think it's more or less, it's still a very small genre, part of the metal family. So it's not becoming very big, but it's accepted, and it's still a part of metal scene.
Yeah, but I believe it's still evolving, and each year I see more bands coming up and doing great music.
Yeah, that's true. I still think that it's growing, especially because of the fact that it's gathering a lot of different styles in one genre. So it's very accessible.
Okay, in 2014, A Secret Revealed recorded their first full-length record, The Bleakness, in collaboration with this great multi-instrumentalist, Nikita Kamprat, vocalist of the black metal band, the Weg Einer Freiheit, out of your hometown, Loggas, Würzburg. The album was released via bastardized recordings in the beginning of 2015. How was the album received among the fans and critics, and how was your work with Nikita and with the German bastardized recordings?
First of all, we were very happy for being such a small band in that time and having a label like Bastardized Recordings taking care of us. And so we were very thankful and happy to work with them. And they're all very nicely in that label. When we recorded it, we had another singer, another vocalist when we recorded the Bleakness. And he has a more hardcore-ish voice. So this was apart from our current record. So we were partly accepted and the people liked our music especially, and there was like some people who liked the old vocals and some didn't like them at all. So we had some issues, or some didn't like the old vocalist. So we released the record and it was well accepted, especially musically.
But how about your work done with Nikita?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that part of the question. It was very nicely, especially I'm befriended with Nikita since I was in school. I knew him like when I was 10, I get befriended with him. So we are very close. And so the working with him was very easy. Like having somebody around is such a phenomenal musician and also a good friend. So he's always honest. And so the working was very easy and he had a lot of tips for us. He was helping us, especially recording wise. So it was easy and very cool working with him.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna dig some of the work done on their album of his band, Weg Einer Freiheit. Yeah, I listened to some music of this band. They're doing great black metal. I like it.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're very, very good, very atmospheric, and all great musicians.
Okay, to continue with this interview, Lucas, in December of 2016, the band found their final lineup and recorded a single called Grift, which stands for the new sound of the band. Lucas, could you please present us the band current lineup and tell us about the new single Grief, which was the first new sign into the new sound. So the new sound the band acquired.
First of all, I'll start with our new vocalist, Michael. He was a friend of ours and played in another band. And when we played some shows together, we get to know very closely, and he's a very nice, kind guy. So when we parted ways with our old singer, we asked him if he wanted to come into the band and be a part of it. So that was when Michael finally had our vocalist. Then we have our other guitarist, RALF, who's with me since the beginning of the band, and our bass player, Julian, who also is with us since the beginning. And last but not least, we have our drummer, Tillman, who's with us since the Bleakness, since our first debut record. So this is the band, and when we released Grieved, we decided to show that song because it was very atmospherical and it was very, very blast beatish. There were lots of blast beat and we liked blast beats, so we decided that, and it shows how well especially Michael's voice fits into our whole sound. So this was the single we wanted to release and show where we are heading before releasing Sacrifices.
The second album, like you said, Sacrifices, was released on January 25th, 2019 under the flag of Life Force Record. Lucas, if you don't mind, could you please send us the album tracking list?
The first song on Sacrifices is Grieved, and Grieved is the beginning of the story of our main character and a very black metalish song. Then we'll go over to the Isolation, and again we have a lot of blast beats in there. Have fun with that. Our third track, Ashes, is more atmospheric song to calm down. On the next song, Old Ghosts, you have very groovy riff, which makes almost on every show everybody headbang. That's very cool. Then we have our second single, which we released a video to, Empty Throne. On our sixth song, you can listen again to a lot of blast beats and some thrashy riffs. On the seventh song, The Downfall, you can headbang. And on our last song, In Vain, is the most emotional song, most melancholic song, which throws you out of the record.
Lucas,
Well,
I appreciate this for you doing this album description, and I highly thank you for. By the way, I want to thank you guys for sending me the promotional kit in order for me to get the music Palatian album, which I really enjoyed so much.
Thank you very much, man. That means a lot, is saying that. Thank you very much, man.
When a Live Force record comes up with some new proposal to erect the antennas, staying connected and observing becoming the minimum required action to be performed, the right sensation thus began to float early. Nothing more than a stylistic cue was needed. Indeed, a presentation with that cover was enough to know that you could expect the good form sacrifices. The record of this German free-range called Secret revealed. Lucas, the debut album was through the German record label Bastardized Recording, and now the band's second effort through the Live Force Records. How did the band and this prestigious label join with each other?
Oh, well, when we recorded Sacrifices and we were finished, we decided to make a move and wanted to have a label which is more fitting to our music we have on Sacrifices. When we wrote with Stefan, he's the boss of Live Force, and we sent him the files, and he liked it very much. He was with it, and he said, okay, that's cool, and he wanted to release the album with us. That's more or less the story. When we played Summer Breeze open air in, I think, 2018, and there we met with him after sending him the files, and we talked a little bit just to get closer and get to know each other a little bit better. And after that, we made the contract.
Okay, very great. Talking about Summer Breeze, you played Summer Breeze 2018. I missed you for a year. I was there the last 2017. What a great festival and what a great, beautiful city, Dinkelsbuhl.
Yes, you're right. It's pretty great. Especially the Summer Breeze crew is very nice and super organized. It's especially for the people and the bands too. It's so nice.
Lucas, the production makes sure to attach the instruments to the jugular. The sound is massive in its way, rippled, well responsive in distributing specific nervous characteristic. Lucas, how was the work done on this album been in general, and where was the mixing and mastering done, and who was responsible for the production, and what was done differently this time to what has done on the 2014 The Bleakness, since the band has taken a different direction in music?
When we write songs, it's very different for each song. It always starts with one or two riffs, and it's always like one of our guitarists, me or our other guitarist Ralph, starting to write a song and making it complete, finished, and then we're sending them to each other, and each of us sometimes has some comments, some new ideas, some other riffs or whatever. And when we two are finished and happy with the result, we present them to the others, and then there's our bass player and especially our drummer who making their own style into their instruments. Sometimes like we show them we want to have a blast beat over there or some double bass there, and our drummer makes it in his own style. And at the end, our vocalist comes in and we all talk together which should be the idea of the song or the lyrics. And we collect ideas, and when we've got them, our vocalist writes the song lyrics finally. What was different to Bleakness was that especially our drummer had more time for his instrument, because when we recorded the bleakness, Tillman just came into the band and we had already booked the studio. So now he had more time to make his own style into his drumming. And I don't really know how it happened that we shifted our style a little bit. It just happened naturally. So I can't really explain it in that way.
Okay, where was the mixing and mastering done?
Yeah. When we were finished recording, we recorded the drums again with our friend Nikita Kamprad from der Weg Einer Freiheit in his studio in Ghost City Recordings. It's near Nuremberg. And after that, and we've recorded the guitars at our own hand, we sent the files to Johnny Renshaw from Devil Soul is Soul. And he is responsible for the mixture and the mastering.
Okay, very great. I really like the outcome. I mean, I've listened to the first album, listened to the second one. I can feel that there's more clear, the music, the sound compared to 2014 one. Yeah, much better production on this one.
Yeah, true. We took a lot of time, especially for the guitars, as always, as I'm a guitarist. And I think especially Johnny got a very good idea how we wanted the sound to be by still putting his own ideas into the sound.
Lucas, the band played with great bands at different venues, at different festivals in 2019 throughout the whole country and many cities like Stuttgart, Hamburg, Halle, Hanover, Gemunden, Buchscholt, Oathbreaker, Warmbrunnen, Opener, Würzburg, Allen, Karlstars, Roswing, Leonberg, Kiel, Hamburg, Dresden, Leipzig, Kohl, Gießen, Nuremberg, München, Schweiz. All these great cities. Wow. Germany is so huge, so big. Travel to Germany only, it's like going to 3 or 4 or even 5 different European countries. So,
yeah, almost. It's not that big, but almost.
So, yeah, the band even played in Switzerland.
Yes.
What a great year for the band, and especially the same year that the band has released their second effort, Sacrifices. Lucas, in general, how was 2019 for the band?
It was great. We barely can believe how well and cool 2019 was for us. Like, especially as you said, the shows. We played so many shows all over Germany and met so many new, very cool, beautiful human beings and new bands and lots of people. It was just, to summarize it up, it was just a great year for us. And we're very thankful for that. And it's just crazy.
The band released different official videos since 2017, like Grift on July 7, 2017, Empty Throne on December 20th, 2018, and Old Ghost on January 2019. Tell us a little bit about these videos, Lucas.
All right. Well, I'll start with Grieved because it was the first video we released from our record Sacrifices. This was a very funny part because we recorded it in a dark room and seeing us headbang, and then just edited some footage which was fitting the atmosphere of the song. And the funny part is that I hurt my leg when we were filming. So at the end of the day, I was hurt and I had just to headbang standing on one foot. So this was a bit difficult to film. Then we have Empty Throne. Well, yeah, this was the first single we released announcing the release date of Sacrifices. So this one was very important for us. We filmed it with a friend of ours in a room, and we wanted to show the whole story, which is summed up in Sacrifices. Sacrifices is a concept album, so we wanted to show some of the parts in there, and we filmed ourselves headbanging our heads through, and also some story points, and we burned stuff and in the garden of our drummer and filmed in slow motion, and that was fun too. So pretty great, and we edited by ourselves. The last one is Old Ghosts, and this one is very interesting regarding all the drawings. It's more or less like a video which just is edited by us, and all the drawings in the video are made by our bass player, and they show each song. There are exactly 8 drawings. For each song is one drawing and telling the story which happens on the record.
Very great. Great video. I love them all. Great videos.
Thank you very much.
I saw them just a couple of minutes before we talk. I saw them all over again.
Yeah, really?
Yep. Okay, Lucas, upcoming shows for the fans. Listen good. Lucas, I see the band's booked the different dates. Could you please share with us the upcoming shows the band have already booked?
Yeah, okay, we'll start. Especially in February, we're very much on the road. On 7th of February, we're on Nuremberg. On the 15th February, we are in Ansbach. On the 21st February, we are in Augsburg. And on the 22nd, it's another special one for us. We're playing Salzburg, means Austria for the first time in our band history. And on the 29th on February, we are playing on the hometown of our singer, Aalen. And we're going over to March. On the 6th, we're playing in Mainz. On the 25th of April, we're playing in Esslingen. On the 15th of May, we're playing a weekender with our friends in Cremations in Hof, and on the 16th in Halle, in the Saale. On the 20th of May, we play Nürnberg, and on the 13th of June, we're playing Berlin with our label mates Angst, and that's on their festival, on their Solitude festival.
Wow. Yes, looking that, yes, the year has just started. What else will the band be doing for the rest of 2020?
Yeah, first is, of course, playing the shows and playing some more shows. The most important part is, of course, we are in the finishing of our songwriting process. We started and we're almost having all songs together, and means we're having a lot of pre-productioning, a lot of working on lyrics, a lot of working on the new songs, get them ready to be recorded. So shows and pre-productions, and so perhaps even recording the new stuff.
Wow. So when can we expect the new album out?
Oh, we can't say that now because we don't really know how long it takes to get all the songs finished. But at the moment, it feels very good. So probably, I don't know, better not saying yet because sometimes it's all scheduled behind.
It feels to me more into like 2021.
Yeah, probably. But I can promise.
Okay, Lucas, I want to thank you very much once again for have made this interview possible. And I want to hand you over the microphone of Madame Messiah Radio for you to invite all your friends, all your fans to support the bands, to buy the band's early album, debut album, The Bleakness, and to buy the brand new masterpiece, Sacrifices, and also to attend the band upcoming shows you just mentioned. The microphone is all yours.
All right. Then, first of all, Vampire, thank you very much for having us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to the interview. Then, of course, thanks to everybody who listens to your radio stations. Thanks to everybody who listens to our songs. And if you liked what you heard, so go on our Facebook page, go on our Instagram, check there, go to our Bandcamp or our Big Cartel shop and check out our actual record Sacrifices. Thank you very much.
Lucas, before we leave, in how many formats are these records still, available? Talking about Sacrifices.
You can buy Sacrifices almost on all web services like Spotify, Deezer, whatever. And of course, you can buy some vinyl in our shop or at our labels shop and as a CD. Sacrifices is on vinyl. Bleakness just on CD, but Sacrifices can be bought on vinyl too.
In different colors?
We had, but all the clear black vinyls are sold out. Sorry. So we just have a the black normal left.
Okay. Yes. Also for the fans to know so they can lay their hand on. How about merchandises?
You can buy merchandise in our Big Cartel shop. Just go to our webpage and click through. You'll find all the merch there.
So you have all kind of t-shirts, perhaps? Even with the logo of the new album on?
Yeah, we have shirts and long sleeves are back in stock. We have patches and we're working always on getting some new merchandise on. And the cool thing is they are all drawn or designed by ourselves. As I said earlier, our bass player is a very talented drawer. So he's almost responsible for every artwork you're seeing on the CD or on vinyl or on the shirts.
Yeah, talking about him being a great artist, drawing all these pictures, you want to call it?
Yeah, the artworks. Yeah.
Before we leave, could you explain just a little bit about the artwork done on this album, Sacrifice?
Yeah, the artwork, as I said, our bass player did the artwork. The part is that you can see the mountain, and this is a very important part on the story of the old record. So to sum it up in a best way is we have a main character in our record, and he leaves almost everything behind. He leaves his friends behind and all his work, all his everyday life, because he wanted to achieve something. And his goal was to climb on that mountain you can see on the artwork and to reach the top of the mountain with the burning cross. He has a lot of stuff to go through to get to the top. And when he's almost at the top, he slips and falls. And while he's lying on the ground and while he's dying, he realizes that all of the things he left behind were more worth than the goal of climbing that mountain. So the mountain at the artwork is the central part of the record.
Okay, very great. Lucas, I want to thank you once again, and I wanted you to say hello to Ralph, to Tillman, to Michael, to Julian for me, please.
Yeah, I will do so.
To all of the band members, I really want to thank you very much for this great music, and I'm very happy, to be part of Madame Messiah Radio, especially the Metal Bloodshed, my show, one of the show to support and looking all these great bands doing post-metal in any form. And that's why I really want to thank you guys, for doing such a great music, to promote this type of music and to release albums. That's more important, and to do live shows. So to keep up this post-metal alive and to grow it.
Thank you very much. Again, it's very great that you wanted us to make an interview with you. So we have to thank you too. So really, thank you very much, man.
And once again, to all of you, go out there, run and get the album, the great album, the great masterpiece, Sacrifices of this great band, A Secret Reveal. As I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.